Okay, let's dive right in. Today, we're going to unpack how you can actually build passive income streams using Ethereum. We're pulling from the ideas in the book, The Ethereum Cashflow Machine, to break down how this technology is way more than just digital money. It's about creating a totally new kind of automated wealth. This quote right here really nails the whole idea. Think about that for a second. We're in the middle of this huge shift where the old gatekeepers of finance, the big banks, are getting sidestepped. Value is now finding these new direct routes. And this isn't some far off theory, it's happening right now. So that's the million-dollar question, isn't it? It's one thing to hear that this huge change is happening, but how do you personally get involved? We're going to look at the real practical tools and the steps you can take to build your very own cash flow machine on top of this new digital foundation. To get started, we've got to think about Ethereum in a new way. It's not just another cryptocurrency like Bitcoin that you just buy and hope it goes up. No, it's something way, way more powerful. Here's the best way to think about it. It's like a giant global computer that's open for anyone to use. You can build apps on it that manage money automatically. And that programmability, that's the secret sauce. It lets us create financial services that run themselves 24/7 with no middlemen taking a cut. So you're not just using a currency, you're actually interacting with a platform you can build on.
So, if Ethereum is the cash flow machine, what's the engine that makes the whole thing run? Well, it all comes down to a concept called smart contracts. And trust me, getting your head around these is absolutely key to understanding everything that comes next.
At its heart, a smart contract is just a digital agreement written in code. But here's the magic. Because it lives on the blockchain, it executes itself. The moment the conditions are met, boom, it runs. Nobody can stop it, nobody can change it, and nobody can mess with it. It's like having a robot lawyer and a bank teller all rolled into one, executing your deals perfectly every time. Let's make this super simple. Think about any subscription service you use. Normally, there's a payment company in the middle. With a smart contract, the rules, like charge this wallet X amount on the first of the month, are just coded in. Your wallet gets charged, and access is granted instantly. It shows you just how efficient this all is. No waiting around, no intermediaries, just pure automated code. All right, so we get the theory. We know what powers this machine. Now let's get to the fun part. What kind of machine are you going to build? There are three main paths you can take to start generating that passive income. The first path, and really the foundation of it all, is staking. In simple terms, this is you putting your Ethereum to work to help run the network. You help validate transactions, you help keep things secure, and in return for that service, the network pays you rewards. Now, you've got a couple of ways you can do this. You can go big and become a solo staker. You get all the control, all the rewards, but you need a whopping 32 ETH and some serious tech skills. Or for pretty much everyone else, you can join a staking pool. You just pool your funds with others. It's so much easier to get started and way more beginner-friendly. So what kind of return are we talking about here? Well, the annual rewards usually land somewhere in that 4 to 10% range. It's not a fixed rate. It kind of fluctuates depending on how many people are staking. But still, it's a powerful way to grow your holdings just by participating in the network.
Okay, the next path builds on top of this foundation. It's DeFi, which stands for decentralized finance. This is where you really start putting your assets to work in this whole new ecosystem of financial apps that run completely without banks. Two of the most common things people do in DeFi are lending and providing liquidity. Lending is exactly what it sounds like. You become the bank. You lend your crypto out and earn interest from borrowers. In liquidity pools, you're helping to power crypto exchanges. And for that, you get a cut of all the trading fees. And of course, it's all automated by smart contracts. And the third path involves something you've almost certainly heard of, NFTs. But I want you to look at them as more than just digital art. Think of them as programmable assets that can be turned into automated income-generating machines. This is where things get really creative and, honestly, pretty revolutionary. The most powerful part is automated royalties. For any creator, this is an absolute game changer. You can program your art to pay you a percentage every single time it gets resold, forever. You can also do things like stake your NFTs to earn other rewards or sell them as lifetime passes to an exclusive community. Okay, so we've covered the what, but this is all useless if you don't know the how. Before you can build anything, you need the right tools. And even more critical, you need to know how to stay safe in this new world. Your number one tool is a digital wallet.
A hot wallet is like the wallet in your pocket. It's connected to the internet, super convenient for everyday use. But for holding anything significant long-term, you absolutely need a cold wallet. This keeps your assets completely offline, safe from hackers. The trick is to use the right tool for the job. Hot wallets for interacting, cold wallets for storing. And when you start playing around with these decentralized apps or D-apps, you have to be careful. Always double-check you're on the legitimate website. Look for security audits and what the community is saying. And most importantly, I'm going to say this again because it's that crucial, never, ever, for any reason, share your private keys or your seed phrase. That is the master key to everything. So, where does all this lead? This is about so much more than just earning a little passive income. What we're really looking at is the blueprint for a whole new way wealth will be created and managed in the future. The future that's being described here is one that's increasingly autonomous. We're talking about AI that could automatically optimize your DeFi strategies for you. Or imagine entire companies that just run themselves on smart contracts, 24/7, no humans needed for the day-to-day. The real promise here is a truly open financial system where anyone, anywhere with an internet connection can take part. So, there you have it. We've seen how Ethereum is the platform, how smart contracts are the engine, and we've walked through the different paths you can take. The tools, the tech, it's all here, right now. So the only real question left is, what are you going to build?